Hey, how you doing? My name's Greg, and I'm about to replace the low beam Xenon bulbs on my BMW. I got a quote from BMW here in South Africa, and they quoted me about 3,600 South African rands for one bulb. That equates to, at current exchange rates, about $360, which is ridiculous. I'm fairly DIY capable, and the car itself is out of warranty, so I decided that what I would do is give it a blast myself. I've ordered the Xenon bulbs from a German supplier via eBay, and a set of two of them cost me around €100 or so, which in South African terms about 1,200 Rand versus 3,600 Rand for one. So just in case you're not sure which the low beam bulbs are, they are the ones that are behind the thick lens on the car. Have a look over here. So it is this set here. Unfortunately, the only way that you can get to them is not via the top. You have to take out the wheel well and of course the wheel. Just a quick heads up, one of the things that I decided to do was go get a jack, because the BMW, if you have run flat tires, doesn't come with them, and I bought one of these. I'm not really a big fan of the scissor jack or anything along those lines, but I ran into a small problem because one thing I didn't take into account was this. Be a little bit tricky getting that underneath the car. So in the end what I did was decided to go and buy a scissor jack, which really is one of the most brilliant jacks because it's extremely compact, pain in the ass to use, but that being said, it's a very compact type of jack, and as you can see, it definitely won't be running into the same problem. So with the wheel removed, we've now got access to the wheel well itself, and of course all the nuts that would need to be removed. This cover is only helpful if you want to replace the flicker bulb. In order to get to the Xenon bulb, you need to be a bit further across, about here, and obviously you can see that the wheel well gets in the way. So you'll need to remove a few nuts. I think it was about 4 that attach to the bumper. Something to take note is you don't have to remove the mud flap. It's only the one closest to us, the nut closest to us, that you'll need to take out. Sockets you'll need an 8 and a 10. I think there's only one 10 nut. And then another thing to keep in mind is if you can attach a driver rather than a socket wrench to the back of your socket, it will make life a lot easier. There's not a lot of torque involved here, so removing the screws is easy as pie. So that's the inside well removed. If you look here, here's where you'll see our screws that need to actually be taken out, just for reference. And here we go, is the inside of the wheel well, and that of course is where I need to get to. Just a word of warning or note is that when you actually take out this piece, it almost kind of clips in like a shell, so it might feel that it's not coming out. Don't worry, from what I could tell, really it's rubbery, it's quite strong. You can use a little bit of gentle force on it when you actually pull it out. Here we've got the cover removed. These are the two top clips that will actually slide off. You unclip from the bottom, and then once you have that, you'll give it a bit of a push up. I did find that it didn't slide up very easily. There were quite a few obstacles in the way, so be patient when you do. I found accessing it from the top also helped quite a bit. This little spigot here stops the cover easily sliding up, so having this access does allow you to kind of get a little bit of a better angle to work with. So here you go, that's what it looks like once the cover's been removed. And here's a close-up of the clip that holds the lamp in place. To release it, you basically push down quite hard and to the right. So that's down and to the right. Okay, so removing the bulb is pretty easy. Once the clip's undone, just pull it out. And here the bulbs side by side. The one in my hand is the new one. It leans ever so slightly to the one side. I didn't find this to be a problem in terms of alignment once it was installed. It's also very important that you don't get any marks on the bulb itself. If you do, use isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free cloth to clean it. There's the new bulb replaced. I found this base to be slightly thicker by about 1 millimeter or so, so getting the springs back in was a bit challenging, but really nothing in comparison to what it was to get just a simple cover. So let's put the harness back on and see if it actually works. And there you go, it's working perfectly. I noticed the bulb on the left, the one I've replaced, is slightly yellower. It's a 4500 Kelvin. Quick heads up, when you are going to reinstall the wheel well, just be sure to basically leave this bottom piece out low like that, and then what you then do is you're going to flip this, you're going to basically push this piece here that I'm wobbling, it's going to go underneath this piece here. So that is almost the beginning of your installation, if that makes any sense. And then later on you'll come down and you'll put all of this back into place. But start up over here. So there we go, wheel well is back in. And this is the flap that I was talking about, that you want to get it underneath first and then fit everything else in. So all that remains now is to basically put it all back together. I took that out, I took the tease cover out. You don't really need to, but I think the one advantage is that if you do take it out, it gives you a little bit to hold on to.